in a zero interest rate environment. Now, he didn't pay zero, but he got a pretty good deal. And when these loans mature, to roll them over, it would be far more expensive than it was when they were originally.
So, good afternoon to the Bitcoin trading, and we see now we had a big, not a big, but it was a predictive bull run, fake breakout. As expected, the price went to above 69K. I wanted it to make it higher. So, but at 69,500, the price rejected bad, and we see here now how fast it's falling. So the problem the bulls have, they never understand. They should not get emotional if the market rises fast, very high, and it exactly does, and they fall back into their dreams. Now we go to 83K and so on. Guys, if the market rises that way, you see, here for example, we had, well, we can't say a good one. Even here, it can, but now the market goes that way like a rocket. You should be very aware in this bearish sentiment, maybe thinking about taking profit. So for the bears like me, fantastic situation. We have taken our time, nearly 1 week waiting for this level, and increased also some good shorts. Why did I do that? About 7 hours ago, this news was published, right? MicroStrategy's Michael Saylor calls Bitcoin bank in cyberspace for billions of people and blah, blah, blah. So I knew a move will come. How did I do that? Well, if you go back here, it's now 7:30 p.m. So 7 hours ago, this news was published, meaning Michael Saylor was pumping up with some friends a Bitcoin cartel, the price higher. It couldn't be the retail traders because Bitcoin is a cartel. What is a cartel? Like oil cartel. In oil, for example, countries that are producing oil, they are organizing themselves and then driving prices high and so on, like Saudi Arabia, Iran, Iraq, Kuwait, African countries, Venezuela, and so on. United States, of course, Russia, and so on. And Bitcoin is the same cartel, as they have made Bitcoin for the first time. The price was very low. Nobody wanted to have it, right? And then they bought it and then made their advertising during days and then to drive the prices higher. And now, but at that time, the traders and how they call themselves, the holders or investors, have not been awakened like today, right? But today they are very awakened. I must say I am very surprised by today's chat, BTC chat. A lot of traders, retail traders, new traders also, who are or who have been preaching for bullish, now for the first time they are really beginning to think the price going higher, and to say instead, no, I will wait, and I like it because now I know in this chat are a few smart traders too. They have been, but the number is increasing, or maybe they have been started to think about that, what really trading is making up, whatever. So we are here at around 9 o'clock 45 today, AM, right? 95, 90, 9 o'clock 45 AM, around more than 8 hours and 30 minutes ago. I got this signal based on my indicators. I knew some big players will come in, the governments, it can be ETFs also, either because the Wall Street is closing. So it should be big private guys, and they are doing something here prepared. So this indicator, my hands custom indicator, gave me that signal. What did I do? I hedged immediately my shorts. How is hedging working? That's very simple. That if the market is going down, for example, and you are a seller, right? Let's say we have, for example, this move, right? Something like this. And then you have some patterns that are telling you the market will go deeply down, right? Then you sell here, for example. You build slowly your short positions. You buy, you sell here, you sell here, you sell here. Ultimately, you sell here. Then the market goes in your direction. And then we have a moment of pullbacks where we have also a bull run, sometimes more pips. Everybody talks about the hype again, and then the market goes deeper, right? And here we have the same situation somewhere here. The market is going down. And what can we do as hedgers? As hedgers, if we are short like this, each time we get a signal, the market is going to the opposite direction because we want the market going deeper. So, and we take on the same time buy positions, right? We keep our short positions all the time. We never get them out because they are at the highest top level, whatever. And the market, the bull run continues, and somewhere here, as we see, get signal, the market goes down. We close these longs. So this is longs. So this part of the market, from here to here, right? Currently to here, we are in big plus. We take also this plus from the longs, short the market again, but we take profit here. We liquidate the profit. The profit goes into our accounts, and the market goes down. Then again here we hedge the position. We go long here. All the time we have our shorts. The shorts are all the time open. We never touch them. And the market goes down. Then we sell again, and we realize the profits. That way we trap the bulls. So we want them to come higher. They think they are making us angry even there, but they don't know we have protected our account well by hedging that. The higher they go, the better before it falls, because the profit potential we made then is also is increasing, right? Now let's say the market, we make it, for example, 2 or 3 hedges, right? And the market then reaches our selling price. Then in this case, we close the sales, and everybody is talking, yeah, Bitcoin has been liquidated you. What these people don't know is they have just been learning those very simple technical analysis, support, resistance, but much fallen in love with an asset that's the most interest, and they don't know how hedging is working. Let's say we had, for example, the price, the difference from here to here is, let's say, 5,000 points, right? And each time the market, especially the markets that are volatile, we love them. So the market went that way and then made this and then made that. Each time here we go long and we are selling here, right? And we take out the longs here, we make a plus. So we had then, let's say, 3,000. Then the market goes down, we don't touch it. Then the market goes up, we hedge again. The market goes up and then falls deeper. Then we realize this profit, let's say 2,000. Then here is the biggest one, right? So we hedge again. The market goes high, so let's say 6,000. We make again 6,000. Then the market goes deeper. And then the market comes up against our position where we have our already these positions. We had the stop losses and we have been already trailing them down. So the stop losses are now also our last take profit potential. And then somebody says, hey, the market went down, but you took only this couple of dollars. Yes, exactly. But what you don't know is how we hedge and when we hedge. So let's say we make then here 100, okay? Then the market going up. But what they don't know is that in the meantime, we have been taking 11,000. And the price is not still over, right? It's just the beginning of the bearish trend where we estimate the market can go to 42K and so on, right? So, and that's exactly what we did exactly today here, from 60,700 to that level. We have been long. We realize now this profit, or some of them, because it can happen that the market coming here, and I hope it's going back to 71, 72K, something like that. So the other 50% are there. And at a very certain level, then we take out all the longs completely and the profit wanders then into our account, right? So as I mentioned also on my chat and also my TradingView ideas, you can go and read them. I told just a minute, guys, be careful. We are at 69,500K. Now the volume going down and the market coming back. Why? Because the market got this level, rejected it very heavily, tried again, rejected it, and then was not able to go above. So it's going down. Now it's becoming much more interesting. If the market goes below, and we are seeing that the market currently going here below 68,400, right? And coming up whatever but closes today in this area, it will mean the market in the next days will reverse and continues to go down. If it starts to break up and closes something, we can estimate maybe tomorrow we will have some way a range, but the range is this time between 66,800 to around 69,500. So this will be the range. And the same exactly then happened, and I have to calculate the numbers to say, all right, Now is the market maybe then during the next time breaking that range? If yes, and it's coming down, then we will have some range down, possibly to go down. So we stick to our plan as short seller. But now to this very interesting video, I will make a special about that. That's the man you can see here. His name is Peter Schiff from Schiff Gold. He is very knowledgeable and considerate person. I like really his debates because he knows a lot of things based on his experience also as a trader and also physical gold trader. And I will make a special reaction video to this very funny debate. So you are very welcome to watch it later. But interestingly, what he's saying about Saylor is true here.
What did they own? They own treasuries.
I think the bigger risk is hubris. If you think and you've used leverage, you have a tendency to want to do.
Yeah, I mean,
You know,
we'll
it's
see.
that old
His
joke, you know, you're the
stated
Eggman.
thing is he is not going to sell.
Huh?
So we set up in the beginning that we have this economic.
Was denkst du, was die Finanzelite macht, um ihr Geld zu vermehren? Glaubst du wirklich, sie setzt...
So this guy is a Bitcoin holder like Michael Saylor. His name is Raoul Pal, and he's debating, but the interview is very, very funny because his arguments are all emotional, right? For example, he wants to convince someone else that Bitcoin is an asset, and he says yes, Bitcoin has a value because it has a price and because people are happy to have it. So first of all, you have your own opinion, I have my own opinion, and of course psychologically everything what we say has a value, right? If you're insulting someone, if you're hurting someone, if you're telling someone I love you, I hate you, whatever, it has an emotional value. So, but to assets, refer to assets, the value of an asset is something else. Of course, people hold that asset or reject that asset because they are not convinced of the real value, right? If you're holding gold, for example, not only because it's used in the jewelries, but because gold as a precious metal has a lot of usages. If you send satellites to other planets, and in the space, the only metal that's working very well, not only palladium or platinum, that's gold, for example, right? Because it's registering the best signals. Then in the medicine, we have gold water, gold teeth, then gold operations, whatever. It's holding since thousands of years as protection. Governments are buying that. Ask yourself, people in the governments, of course there are some I don't agree with their intellect, but there are also a lot of intelligent people in the governments, and it has a certain reason that the commodities we own or we use every day have certain values. Bitcoin doesn't have that value. All Bitcoin has is that is based on emotional trap, and that Bitcoin is made by a cartel of people. So the same, they owned it as it was $1 or $2. They are putting now all the energy to convince everyone else that Bitcoin is valuable. They want to drive the price of the Bitcoin higher. And the most people are trading it, they don't own it. I'm sorry to say, if you thought you own Bitcoin, you cannot own it. That's just a digital number. That's the number one. Go to McDonald's, go to Burger King, go to a supermarket, buy something, make this experiment. I did it yesterday and I have recorded that video. It's very funny. I was buying a lot of things and then the woman asked me, okay, it makes so many dollars, and I told her, okay, can I pay with Bitcoin? And she told me, what? I told her, yes, I want to pay. I have no money. I have Bitcoins. I want, give me the wallet, supermarket wallet. I want transfer. She told me, Bitcoin. What Bitcoin? Do you want to have basket? I said, no, Bitcoin. I have Bitcoin. I own Bitcoins and I want to pay with Bitcoin. So I did it in, I think, over 15 shops yesterday. And 2 of them got very angry first, as I told them we are recording it. And then I apologized myself. Everything was okay. To one, I have been donating them a coffee. Everything was okay, but I put this video. So if Bitcoin is valuable, good. Next time, go to the shop, buy everything. Go to the restaurant, right? Eat, and then after you have been eaten, then if the bill comes, say, okay, I want to pay with Bitcoin. And then see what happens. See what happens, right? So, and Bitcoin was made by some few people. It's a cartel of some few people. Everyone, every time they want, they can manipulate the prices of Bitcoin. And now, guess, let's say, Bitcoin is replacing the fiat currency, the US dollar, or the currency of your country, whatever. What will happen to the economy? Somebody told me then all the people will be rich, there is no debt. Sorry, my good friend, you're wrong. Because what happened, for example, to European countries as Euro came? The supermarkets, the only thing that they changed was, for example, in Germany, they replaced Deutsche Mark with Euro. In Italy, they replaced Italian Lira with Bitcoin. Then partially as Great Britain was part of Europe before Brexit, they replaced the prices in pound with some of them. Pound was all the time present, but some changed the prices in euro, and exactly the same happens. Let's say you own 1 Bitcoin, right? You go and buy 1 apple. Let's say 1 kilogram apples, right? Or an apple pie, whatever. The price is $1. The only thing that people do, they replace the currency of your country, let's say dollar, with Bitcoin. And they say, okay, you want to eat? Give me 1 Bitcoin. And you say, hey, dude, this is 1 Bitcoin. You know how much 1 Bitcoin is? And he says, you know how good my apple pie cake tastes. You want it? You pay me 1 Bitcoin. Are they allowed to do that? Of course they are. If you have a shop, you have the right to change your prices the way you want. And then guess what will happen? What about people, they don't know nothing about Bitcoin? They have not enough money for those technical resources they need to buy or to exchange with Bitcoin. Computers. And then how much the criminality is increasing. Still now, see how much spams you get in your emails. They want to educate you how this wallet is working, and tomorrow you see all your money is away. Okay, wake up, people. Bitcoin was made by a cartel. Bitcoin was made by Ponzi's. Bitcoin was made to ruin you. And Bitcoin has nothing in common with digital world. I'm not against digital. YouTube is digital world, right? Social media, devices we are using every day, right? Electric cars and so on, right? But this digital I'm talking about is something progressive, is improving our world. Bitcoin has no value. If you're living in a fantasy, okay, that's your good right. Have a lot of fun with this sweet fantasy. And this guy is very, very emotional. You gotta see, he's saying that gold, something is strange with gold. You know, of course he knows exactly the value of gold and how gold is working. Of course he knows. But he has his followers, he wants to the value of his bitcoins increasing. So,
and they all went to zero. I talked to a lot of people who thought they would get rich owning their home and multiple homes during the real estate bubble. And so I know the psychology and the way people act when they're trapped in a bubble and they can't see it. Now, there were plenty of smart people that owned these stocks that went to zero. There are plenty of smart people that own real estate. So I'm not saying there are some really smart people, I mean, intellectually smart, high IQ smart, that own Bitcoin. I'm not saying they're dumb. I'm just saying they're making a mistake and their judgment is being clouded by the money. They see a lot of the things that I was saying when I was warning about the housing bubble and the subprime market. A lot of the things I was saying in 2003 and 4 and 5 and 6 that were being dismissed, all of a sudden people were saying the same thing. Oh yeah, of course, yes, that's.
Peter, are house prices higher or lower than they were then?
So, and you know, you should be aware of which news you are selling and buy it. But thank you, Michael Saylor. I like people like Michael Saylor who use this because I exactly know that they are making me richer and richer. Thank you very much, Michael Saylor. And now Michael Saylor at this moment. So this is the two sides of Michael Saylor. Here, and here. As his face is, shit, what happened here? The price is coming down again. It's so funny. I love it. So I imagine every time the price of Bitcoin is that way, how is the face of Michael Saylor, okay? So then have a nice evening. Be aware of trading. Trading has a lot of risks. And if you want to learn more about trading, I have a very good trading system I was developing yesterday. I make a video later, then put it here in the channel. And I tell you, this video works on higher time frames, also on lower time frames, especially in lower time frames like this. And if you're a day trader, it can benefit you in long and short moves. And also on higher time frames, it's working very well. Okay, have a nice evening. Thank you very much again for all your support, and I wish you having a great Saturday night.